Everybody watches the Super Bowl halftime show. Just kidding, no one does. That's the time people get up from the couch and go use the bathroom. I was working as a truck driver. There were no rest stops in sight, and I had to piss really badly. Luckily, I had to use Crystal Pepsi bottles sandwiched between the front seats for such an occasion. I reached my Gary Johnson Inn and took a whiz. Felt good, but in the process I lost control of the wheel and crashed into a tree. Luckily, I had the driver's seat prepared to expel me in such a situation. A giant spring unleashed under my buttocks, and I landed safe and sound outside of my car before impact. Exhausted from this experience and so terribly hungry, I walked into the local Denny's restaurant for a bite to eat. "Do you have, Hot Pockets?" I asked the sexy blonde waitress. "Nope. Just your untimely demise." Okay, I'd never gotten that one from a waitress before. "I'll have the roast duck with the mango salsa," I replied. "Oh, you'll have untimely death," she barked back. This lady really hated me, or maybe she really liked me. "I'll have a box of Triscuits, a Hawaiian Punch, 3 double cheeseburgers, and a boiled goose," I asserted. "I'll have your head on a silver platter," she exclaimed. Well, this wasn't going so hot. I thanked the lady for her pleasantries and told her I'd be on my way. She told me that I had 5 minutes to prepare for an eternity in hell. At this point, I had no idea why this blonde lady hated my guts, but I just wanted to go home. "You can check out at any time you like, but you can never leave here," she hollered. Well, sweet freaking Lebowski, I ran to the entrance, but it was locked. Instead of plain glass, it appeared that a placemat was now glued onto it as well. Judging by the medieval characters on it, I assumed that it was a promotion for some sort of Hollywood fantasy movie. I squinted, and I was bewildered by what I saw. The title was not what I was expecting. It read, "The Bobbit?" I tried banging on the door to attract anyone who might be around, but nothing happened. "I'm going to have your dick, John," the waitress said, with a menacing-looking knife in her hands. It was then that I made out her name tag. It read, Lorena. This was that woman who cut her husband's dick off and tossed it into a field somewhere. I looked around the place for something or anything that I could use as a defense item. Use the forks, I thought to myself, eyeing a fork that had been left out on an unused table. I engaged her in a utensil fight and in the battle to save my dick. Minutes must have passed. I was tired from both this and from the car crash earlier. I suckered her into thinking that she had a clean swipe at my dick, but at the last second I pulled out a plate and the knife struck the cheap, potentially cancer-inducing plastic. Not being one to hit a girl, I playfully shoved her backwards and told her to stop trying to sever my penis. She didn't listen, but by that time I'd grabbed the knife and tucked it away in my cargo shorts. I was sick of this shit. I sighed and I took a seat at the bar. You know, Lorena, I always read that you had black hair? Shut the fuck up. I asked her to bring me a beer and she told me she'd give me one, but in exchange for the knife. Yeah, right, a beer for my dick. You really don't remember, do you, John? She asked. It's almost like she finally realized I had no idea what the hell she was talking about. Also, my name is Wayne. It was 1993. 93. Yeah. I mean, I knew she'd cut off some poor SOB's appendage. Then he had it surgically reattached. I thought you did a good job in Frankenpenis. Okay, this was getting weird. I'd seen that movie, and I know for a fact that I wasn't in it. In fact, I wasn't even an actor. I was a truck driver. Oh, okay, I get it. I rolled my eyes at her. You're trying to get me to believe that I'm John Bobbitt. Because you are. No, I'm not. My name is Wayne. Wayne is John Bobbitt's middle name. Yeah, okay, and Gacy's. Shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up. This was really stupid. If I was stuck in a haunted Denny's alone with this crazy woman, I could at least try to enjoy the food. Took a bite out of the pancakes of someone's unfinished Grand Slam breakfast, not realizing that they were poisonous. Lorena informed me that I had 10 minutes left to live. That is when it all hit me. You're blonde. Lorena had black hair. Wait a minute. You're not Lorena Bobbitt at all, are you? She gave me a look of disappointment. Okay, fine, you win. You're almost dead anyway, so who gives a fuck? Well, I turned my focus to the TV. Couldn't disagree with her. Someone had shot 49ers backup quarterback Colin Kaepernick in the face. I turned back to her. Are you someone from my past? Sort of. Did you cut off my dick in the past? Sort of. Are you dead? Sort of, but also very much alive. Oh, what a sinister, perverted game of Guess Who. Turned my focus back to the football game. Kaepernick was given an anonymous burial at midfield. There was no funeral. In fact, no one cared that he was dead. Starting quarterback Blaine Gabbert continued playing as if nothing had even happened. I had to meditate about all of this. You're my memories, aren't you? Yes. You're the stuff that I can't let go. Yes. You're trying to tell me that I need to let you go. No! She screamed in defiance. I need to stay. I need the attention. But you're killing me. Not literally. Just inside. I sighed. I think I really get it now. Good. Because it's been 10 minutes, Wayne. The poison kicked in. I started choking and I died. Sort of. I awoke by a tree. Paramedics determined that I'd briefly lost life when I crashed into it. It had been determined that I drank a potentially lethal dosage of alcoholic Crystal Pepsi. I needed emergency surgery to repair my severed penis. Knowing that I'd be in hospital for a few days, I opened the blinds to catch the view. Right in front of my window, across the street, was a boarded-up Denny's restaurant.